Hey Salty Pirates, this is ToxicAvenger with a quick overview of the game. I've been hanging out in the Discord, or catching up rather, this morning on the Discord. The late night activities, the shenanigans that happened with some of the pinned messages. But anyways, I am all caught up, and I saw that there were several questions on how to play the game from some members. So I'm going to do a brief overview of this. If you're familiar with accessing the rarity tool when buying pirates or vetting pirates, then you know this website. There's no difference except we have a new game tab. So navigate to saltypiratecrew.io and click on the game tab. Now I am already logged into my MetaMask, so when I connect wallet and log in, I'm just going to get a standard MetaMask pop-up. There's no transaction happening here. This is a free-to-play game, so do it once and you're done. Based on my conversations or questions that have been answered in the Discord, this is a one-time activation. You will continue to earn resources on your pirates unless they move wallets. And if they do move wallets, you will have gained resources for those pirates up until the point that they did leave your wallet. So activate the game and you're running. You are gaining resources. So once you're logged in, you're in the dashboard and you can see the resources that you've generated up to this point, any items that you've crafted, and your crew. You can see I have a crew of 8. I think I have a decent balance and a very handsome crew. Absolute bangers in there if you look around. Anyways, moving on. On the recruit tab, this is why we're here, right? We are here to recruit a new crew member, and that new crew member is going to be out of the female collection. This is a play to mint game, so this is the final step that we are looking to achieve. Now, to get there and to recruit a new member, we need a compass, a telescope, a map, a pirate ship, and a torch. In addition to that, we're going to need 300 salt and 10 gold before we can click that recruit and claim our prize. Now, each of those items, these 5 items, and the resources needed are listed on this page. So for compass, I need 40 tools, 28 gems, 35 fire, 17 iron, and 10 ice. So there's different resources for each item that needs to be crafted, and some of them cost a lot more than others. As you can see, the pirate ship costs quite a bit of resources to craft, but they're all needed and they all have a salt cost associated with them. So that's this 100 right down here. So that's the recruit tab. That's where we're going to finally achieve our female mint. But in order to understand how we get there, we need to head over to the resources tab. Now, this is my personal dashboard for how many resources I gain per day. So I have 8 pirates, and based on their genesis types and their special attributes, I gain these resources each and every 24 hours. Now, to understand why I gain those resources, you can just keep scrolling. So all pirates gain 10 salt per day, and all pirates gain 30 resources per day minimum. Now, there is a bonus for humans. They gain 36 resources per day, which makes them one of the most valuable pirates in terms of resource generation in this game. Really, there's kind of 2 stages to this game, in my opinion. 1 is building your crew, and 2 is exchanging resources tactfully and efficiently to be the first to mint a female pirate. So each and every genesis has its own resource generation statistics. So humans are pretty well balanced, but they gain the most rum. Primates gain the most fruit. Undead gain the most tools. Orcs gain the most iron. Aliens gain the most gems. Demons gain the most souls. And within your elemental stats, of course, the trees gain the most wood. The frost body type gains the most ice, right here. And the fire body type gains the most fire. Now, there are some bonus stats. There's typically 2 tiers in most, or at least 2 tiers in most of the Genesis, other than Orc. So your Hyperion, which is the darker wood color, gains 2 more wood per day than the standard tree elemental. Now, I can't pronounce that. I'm not going to try, but they gain 2 more gems than the base alien. The Mammons gain 2 more souls than the base Apollyon demon. Kongs gain 2 more fruit than their primates. Ape Kings gain 4 more fruit and 2 more gold per day, which is huge. An extremely rare resource over the entire collection. So there's only 2 ways to get gold or generate gold on a daily basis in this collection, and that's to have an Ape King or this gold jacket down here on the bottom right. Did not cover Ghost, but they are the second tier of the Undead Genesis, and they gain 2 fire per day. Now, the other jackets are a fire jacket, which gives you 2, and an ice jacket, which gives you 2 as well. So that will really help you understand your resource generation, but also really help you pick out how to balance your crew and really what your crew might look like as you're adding new crew members off of OpenSea. So we're here, we understand what we're generating per day, and here is where we get to our second portion of the strategy of this game, and that is our exchange of resources in the marketplace. So each and every resource can be changed out for salt except for gold. Okay, so you're not going to see a gold in this pull down tab. The only way to get gold is to buy a loot box for 100 salt. It is my understanding that each of these loot boxes do have a chance of gaining 0 resources, but the most common type, at least for gold, is to open this up and you get 1 gold. So on average, you can expect to need 10 of these gold loot boxes to get 10 gold to mint your female if you do not have any gold generating pirates. If you do, then the number of loot boxes you'll need to buy will of course drop because you're generating gold on a daily basis. If you are the owner of a Ape King, you can brag that you never had to buy a gold loot box. So congrats to you guys that can do that. I am not one of those, but I do have a gold jacket that gets me 0.25 gold per day. Now, if we look in our drop down menu, each of these resources has a different exchange rate of salt to resource. So wood is a 2 exchange rate, fire is 2, iron is 3, gems is 2, and it bounces back and forth. Surprisingly, the highest exchange rate is rum. You will need 4 salt to buy 1 rum, and there's a decent amount of rum needed. If I look over at my Excel sheet that I have, you need 300 rum. So if you are not a holder of any humans, you really need to be, because that's a steep exchange rate compared to many of the others, which are 2 to 1. So with that said, this is really where you're combining these 2 strategies of a balanced crew with a strategic exchange of resources. And you do those things right, and you will quickly mint a female. Now, I gave you a little sneak peek of that Excel spreadsheet, and that's where I'm doing all of my calculations on how many days it's going to take me to mint a female. If you guys want me to do a video on that, I'll think about it. It's fairly complicated, and I don't do these videos very often, but thought it might be valuable to the Salty Pirate crew community if something like this existed, and you could maybe watch this video, jump into the game, and really understand the purpose, what's going on, and how to mint your female. Big ups, I think that's how you say it, down on the bottom side of this round ball we call Earth. So yeah, big ups to Ocean, KS, Blackbeard, Tweet Freak, and Rosie for not only the game that they've put together, but the community that they have built. It's been awesome to be a part of this, and looking forward to seeing where this goes. Thanks, guys.